Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ishram bin Anwar. I am from University Teknologi Mara, Campus Alor Gajah, Melaka. And today I will be presenting my global issue paper entitled Beyond the Core, a multidimensional extension of the theory of planned behavior to forecast turnover intention among host country national in MNC subsidiaries. This conceptual paper focused on employee turnover intention in MNC. It proposed an extended theory of planned behavior known as TPB by incorporating additional organizational factor in that particularly relevant to employees working in multinational environment. First, we go to introduction. Employees are widely recognized as one of the most valuable resources in any organization because they are contribute directly to organizational performance, innovation, and long-term competitiveness. However, many multinational corporations continue to experience high voluntary employee turnover. This has become a major concern because replacing experienced employee requires significant financial investment. Previous studies estimate that replacing one skilled employee that can cost between 90% and 200% of the employee annual salary. Besides financial costs, organizations also suffer from knowledge loss when experienced employee leave. Valuable skills, expertise, and organizational knowledge are transferred to competitors, reducing the organization's competitive advantage. Okay, next we move to problem statement. This study addressed both of general problem and specific research gap. The general problem is that multinational corporations continue to experience high level of voluntary employee turnover. This leads to increased requirement and training costs, lower productivity, and the loss of valuable organizational knowledge. This specific problem is related to the limitation of the TPB. Although TPB is one of the most widely used theory for predicting behavioral intention, it only includes the three constructs: attitude, subjective norm, and perceived behavioral control. This contract do not fully explain complex organizational environment found in multinational corporation. Employees in MNC offer experience challenges such as balancing work, family responsibilities, perception of the unfair treatment, and multiple commitments to the different organizational targets. Therefore, this time move to literature review. This study includes 6 independent variables that are expected to influence turnover intention. The first variable is attitude toward living. This refers to an employee's overall evaluation of the living organization. Employees who believe that resigning will provide the better opportunities are more likely to develop turnover intention. The second variable is subjective norm, which refer to social influence. Family members, college, supervisor, and friends may influence an employee decision to stay or leave. The third variable is perceived behavioral control. This reflects an employee belief about whether leaving the organization is easy or difficult. When employees believe there are many alternative job opportunities available, they are more likely to consider resigning. This study then extends TPB by introducing 3 additional variables. The first is work-family conflict, which occurs when work responsibilities interfere with family life. This issue is particularly common in multinational corporations because employees often work long hours, communicate across different time zones, and manage global operations. The second variable is perceived organization injustice, which refers to employees' perception of unfair treatment regarding salary, promotion, reward, or respect for management. Lastly, multi-target commitment. Multi-target commitment recognizes that employees may be committed to multiple entities, including their local subsidiary, global headquarters, supervisor, or profession. Strong commitment generally reduces employees' intention to leave. This slide presents the proposed conceptual framework. The framework combines the 3 original TPB variables with additional organizational variables. Together, the 6 dependent variables are proposed to influence 1 dependent variable, which is turnover intention. Compared to the traditional TPB, this extended framework provides a more comprehensive explanation of the employee turnover intention by considering physiological and organizational influence. Based on the proposed framework, 6 hypotheses have been developed. H1 proposes that a positive attitude toward living will increase turnover intention. H2 suggests that stronger subjective norm encouraging employees to leave will also increase turnover intention. H3 proposes that employees with greater perceived behavioral control, meaning they believe leaving is easy, are more likely to intend to resign. H4 states that higher work-family conflict will positively influence turnover intention. H5 proposes that greater perception of the organizational injustice will also increase turnover intention. And lastly, H6 proposes a negative relationship, suggesting that stronger multi-target commitment reduce turnover intention because employees who feel commit to different parts of the organization are less likely to move to expected finding. The proposed extended theory of planned behavior is expected to provide a better explanation of employee turnover intention than the traditional TPB model. By incorporating work-family conflict, perceived organizational injustice, and multi-target commitment, the model captures important organizational factors that are especially relevant in multinational corporations. From a practical perspective, the finding may help HR manager design more effective retention strategies. This include implementing flexible work agreements to reduce work-family conflict, ensuring fairness in compensation and career advancement, strengthening employee commitment, and promoting supportive leadership practice. As a result, organizations can reduce turnover, lower recruitment and training costs, and retain valuable organization knowledge. In conclusion, this conceptual paper proposed the TPB to better explain turnover intention among employees in multinational corporations. While the traditional TPB has been widely applied to predict behavioral intention, it does not fully address the organizational challenge faced by employees in multinational environments. By incorporating work-family conflict, perceived organizational injustice, and multi-target commitment, The proposed model provides a more comprehensive understanding of the factors influencing employees' intention to leave. This study made an important theoretical contribution by extending the existing TPB framework and adapting it to the context of multinational corporation. It also offers practical value by providing HR practitioners with a clearer understanding of turnover intention, enabling them to develop more effective employee retention strategies. That's all from me. Thank you.